A lot of people think that video game writers just make the dialogue that gets recorded in VO sessions, but that's only a small fraction of what a writer needs to do to make a story. Stories are about people, and the events that happen to them, and the actions they take to deal with those events. Is dialogue part of this? Sure. Is it all of it? There are other choices. Stories made out of conflict, which I talk about in more detail in another video. And the conflict is so dependent on game design, you really need to get all of your story people together at the beginning of the process to make sure that your game doesn't wind up with superficial dialogue pasted on top of an unrelated structure. So, stories about people. Sometimes individual people, sometimes groups of people. And games are often about things, and that's why inventory-based games in particular get into trouble when they try to tell stories. Though, if the story is about a character's response to a thing, it can actually be quite powerful. There's a longer explanation of how story structure works, but for now, let me tell you what my son's first grade teacher told him about how to make a story. Somebody wants something, but there's something in the way, so they have to do something. In short, you have a willful character who's interesting enough that we care, and whose desire is blocked by some obstacle, and they have to take some kind of action to overcome this. But that's just one act of the story. And actually making this work well is really complicated, so we should talk. Questions? I love questions.